Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to more Dead by Daylight here on the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Trickster. And all you need to know about him is he just likes to throw a lot of knives, and that's about it. Basically at the start of the trial he starts with 44 blades, and then when he goes to the throw state he can kind of walk a little bit at a slow pace. I think that's what they nerfed about him, as he used to be able to go a little bit faster. And let me make sure I've got something on the offering slot there. And basically, whenever he hits a survivor with one of the blades, laceration meter starts to fill up. And then once it does fill all the way up, then they get injured, and then you have to fill it all the way up again. And then if it does, then they go down. And then the laceration meter will gradually decrease if they have not been hit by a blade for a short time. And then main event just means that once you've hit somebody with enough blades and the juice is, filled up enough, then you get to go into this crazy knife throwing event where you just throw, like 1,000,000 knives at a time, just to help you out. Add-ons, trick blades, just make it to where the knives are going to bounce around the environment and then get a little bit more blood points. And then Bloody Boa just means we get an extra 8 blades. And yeah, so this killer isn't one of the best. He's actually one of the worst in the game. They did nerf him for no reason in particular. So not going to be expecting anything great in this matchup, especially with the perks that we're running. We're running a build that isn't really used for winning. It's used to just have fun and kind of utilize his power. So we've got 2 perks that activate once we open up a locker, because like the Huntress, you do open up a locker to get more blades, and when I do, I have 1 perk that makes it to where anyone who's near a locker will scream, and they'll be revealed to me. And then I have another one that shows me their auras when I open a locker and they're near a locker. And then both of those have a 30-second cooldown. And then we're running Barbecue and Chili. You've seen it before. When I hook somebody, I get to see where everybody else is, as long as they're far enough away from me when I hook someone. And then we have Corrupted Intervention, which just means the 3 furthest generators away from me are blocked and shown white for 120 seconds unless I down someone before that timer's up. So let's go. Not the best map for him, as there's a lot of corners and stuff, but it's a good thing that we have the purple add-on there, as this is a good map to have those knives bounce around the environment and maybe get a couple extra hits. We just heard someone open up a chest, and there they are. So that's what that looks like when you start throwing knives. And also, Walking Dead just did come out. I'm not sure if I talked about that in my previous video. We are going to get a little bit of information here. They are right above me. Somebody is working on this gen, though, in the main lobby. Not sure if they went outside or what. We know someone's out here, though. Yeah, we see them. Oh, everybody's out here. Alright, so let me show you what the main event is once I get close to somebody here. See how that works? It's pretty cool. You can cancel it, though. You don't have to go through the full swing of it. Nobody's around here. They're probably back on that gen out there. So yeah, The Walking Dead did just have their expansion come out, which means we get Michonne and we get Rick, and then Daryl is a skin of Rick. So that's pretty cool. And I see him right there. I don't know what the heck he's doing there. He's just taking all those hits for no reason. So down he goes, because he thinks I can't hit my shots or something like that. I don't know. And one really cool thing that Behavior decided to do is, if you guys have seen the show Walking Dead, the person who plays the son, Carl, on The Walking Dead, he just got invited to do a little streamer event for an hour or so today, and it was an absolute tragedy. It was terrible. Well, it took me a little bit to get that one there. But he's a fun killer, you know. That person's trying to destroy one of the hooks. Try to activate this main event while I can. Oh well. Yeah, if you don't activate main event in time, it will just go away and you won't be able to use it, so that's why I had to do it there, otherwise I wouldn't be able to. So back to what I was saying, yeah, the actor who played Carl in the Walking Dead show, very nice guy. He loves Dead by Daylight, he plays it on a regular basis. And they set up an event with popular streamers and content creators. One being, you know, Otz, who is a huge Dead by Daylight community member with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's always trying to make the game better and help people out. I think I'm just gonna swing here. And I think I'm just going to miss there. I'm going to swing again. There we go. And basically, they just set up a custom game, you know, just to have some fun and try to show all the new stuff to the guy who's in the event and stuff. And they were getting DDoS the whole entire time. And So what happened there was she was trying to use a toolbox from the anniversary event, but she didn't have enough juice, and when you get done using a anniversary item, some glitter will come out and make that sound, which is kind of funny, especially when they mess up. She's just trying to waste my time here. And I should get this hit. Yep. And you're like, well, how the heck would Behavior, the people that make Dead by Daylight, how the hell would they get DDoS? You know, when they're the ones that make the game and they're running a custom game, little community event and stuff. And you know, that's a good question. But you wouldn't be asking that question if you really knew just how dumb Behavior actually is. I don't know what the heck that was about. I don't know what this guy's doing. But basically, somehow the people that DDoS or hack or cheat or whatever you want to call them, they were able to get into the custom game that Otz and Behavior were running, and they were able to pull their IP address And since they have their IP address, they can just flood their routers and modems and all that and just completely ruin the event. And I don't really play customs, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but I guess you can have because DBD, even though it's not really a competitive game, they do hold esport tournaments for it. And I guess you can have like 3 spectators along with the 4 survivors and the killer that are part of the custom game. And because they didn't have those spots filled, the hackers were able to get into the game because I don't know, the lobby was open or something like that. I'm not sure how they got in. They didn't have it on invite only, something like that. And so they had to end the game because the server that they were on was getting DDoS, or whoever was hosting it was getting DDoS. And Otz was like, okay guys, what we're going to do is we're going to end the game, and then we are going to try to invite some of my moderators, some good friends, some chill people from Otz's community, and we're going to fill the spots so the hackers can't get into the game anymore. We're going to change the IPs so we can have a good experience and not worry about anything. And behaviors just like basically said, nope, we're not going to do that. I'm not sure why they did that, but so basically they were just like waiting 20 minutes for behavior to give Otz the go-ahead to do that, and they just said no, let's just hop into another game and hopefully it won't happen again. And you know, surprise surprise, it did happen again. And you know, Otz is literally, you know, trying to be nice because, you know, he doesn't want to talk shit to a company that's, you know, paying him and helping him out and all that stuff, right? So he's trying to be nice, while also not, you know, saying that there isn't a problem when there clearly is a problem. So they hop out of the game again. Oh, he actually ran. Wasn't expecting that. I just got, what the hell happened there? Not sure what happened there. And then what ended up happening was they just basically canceled the custom game and said we're not doing that. Instead, we're gonna have Chandler, the actor, play this other game. called It Has My Face, which is this new indie game that's coming out in collaboration with Behavior or whatever. And he's like, okay, sure, I'll do that. And then that was basically it. So the whole entire, community event, whatever the hell you want to call it, embarrassment, was just all for naught. And it was just really pathetic. It was really sad, and it was really pathetic. And just showcases how dumb Behavior is. They get what they deserve. They don't want to make the game better. They don't want to invest in anti-cheat software and all this stuff. Then you know what? Cheaters are gonna be like, hey, we're gonna take down your whole entire shindig while you're doing this, and that's basically what happened. So I feel bad for Chandler. I mean, I hope he at least got paid for being there and stuff like that. But honestly, what a complete embarrassment to have that happen when you're having this person, take the time out of their day to come on, and he's a huge fan of the show, of the game, and this is how you treat him. It's really kind of sad. Like, why? I really don't know. This person is running. Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, they still have the gut out there. You might get away here. So yeah, they were basically making fun of them in the comment section, saying how sad they are. I'll try to go for her now. And I thought I was only going to get a 2K, ended up getting 4K. While I'm trying to talk and tell you guys. And even the Walking Dead expansion, even this whole Walking Dead thing has been an absolute tragedy of a release. It's been really pathetic. I mean, they can't even fix the Moris in this game. It's really pathetic. They can't even fix the Moris in this game. So, sorry I wasn't really talking about the killer in this game. To be honest, there's not much to talk about. He's a very simple killer to understand and play and everything. You just gotta hit your shots. Very similar to the Huntress, very similar to Deathslinger. If you don't hit your shots, you're not gonna even come close to winning. This killer has not that much margin for error, but we were able to get away with 4K there. But yeah, I mean, they released the Walking Dead expansion. You can clearly tell that they haven't playtested it. For whatever reason, they decided to destroy half of the clown's power, only to strengthen the other half, making him a very, very miserable killer to play as and to play against. Tons and tons of glitches that are in the game right now. I've been lucky enough to not experience too many of them. To be honest, though, I haven't been playing too much Dead by Daylight. This is my first game in about a week now. I've been playing the new Destiny 2 expansion. I've been playing the new Mafia, the Old Country game that came out. I've been playing the new Demon Slayer 2 game. And then obviously, me being a huge FPS fan, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6 this weekend, which was a lot of fun, and get really excited to play the next beta, which starts on the 14th. But yeah, Behavior, they got to get their head out of their ass. To be quite frank, we got to stop beating around the bush with them. We got to, obviously, sending death threats and stuff like that is not okay. I mean, it's not going to get anything done, and at the end of the day, it's a video game, and they're fucking up on it. So that's a little extreme to be sending death threats to them, but please call them a moron, call them an idiot, cuss at them. I'm all for that. because they deserve it. You know, it's so insulting when you have someone very knowledgeable about the game like Otz. And they even had, I think his name is Ghost or something. I'm not sure. I've never watched his stream, but I watch, you know, so many videos that Otz comes out with, and you know, number one, he's a very nice guy, very chill dude, and he's very knowledgeable about the game. Probably the most knowledgeable person, even more knowledgeable than developers. I mean, the developers, they don't even play their game. People were even pointing out during the stream when they were, you know, for the couple minutes that they were able to get in and play the game, they were saying that the developers' games weren't even updated. So it's like, what are we doing here, you know? It really just seems like Behavior doesn't care, and when they're not even going to take steps into making sure that this celebrity guest / streamer and content creator guest little stream event thing goes well, they don't even invest in any, you know, software, or they don't even take any precautions to, you know, I mean, they know this is a problem. We've been bringing it forth to them, saying, hey, this is an issue. People are constantly getting DDoS and getting cheated against, and you guys aren't doing anything about it. And DDoSing has been pretty bad in a lot of games recently, especially in Rocket League. You know, people at the higher ranks have been DDoSing it as well, and Epic Games is another one of those companies that just doesn't care about their consumers, their community members, and it's really sad to see, because, you know, people like Otz, they take the time out of their day. I mean, yes, it is their job. They are getting paid for it, but they're passionate about the game. They want to make the game as good as it can possibly be because they enjoy the game. And for Behavior to just not even take his, you know, 2 cents into consideration, saying, hey guys, let's fill the lobby up so this hacker can't get into the lobby, so the hacker can't pull our IPs, so they can't DDoS us. Behavior just doesn't even, you know, acknowledge it. I'm just like, what are we doing here, you know? And instead, you even upload the stream to YouTube like nothing even happened, and you get disliked up the butt, and your comment section, 99% of your comment section is making fun of you because you guys are clowns. You know, so it's like, I don't even know what to say anymore. But either way, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm not trying to turn this video into a rant. I'm just, you know, trying to tell you what's been going on with the game, and there's a lot of people that, you know, they don't have time to watch the stream, they're at work, whatever, so just got to fill you guys in. And then Scott Junn, another content creator, he, you know, summed it up in a very short video of what happened today too. But anyway, that was the Trickster. Very good game that we had there. I don't know what these survivors were doing. They were making some of the dumbest mistakes that I've ever seen. Yeah. Obviously, a little harder to play a killer like this on controller, as there is no aim assist in the game. But still very, very, very fun nonetheless. And the next video that we're going to be doing is going to be my favorite killer in the game, which is the Nemesis, for all you Resident Evil fans out there. See you then.